Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Faircloth and Sun Electric is your local family electrician. They offer residential, industrial, and commercial electrical services. From preventative maintenance to a whole house wiring setup, they do it all. Give them a call today for all of your electrical needs at 229-356-2892. That's 229-356-2892. 229-356-2892. 229-356-2892.
County Panthers is number 1, Thomas Langford. Great catch by Byron Connell for out number 1. Now batting number 8, Warren Stovall.
Good eye. Good job. Hey, down away.
batting number 5, Duncan Lutz.
What's that, Ryan?
I said I needed to catch my breath. I've been running up and down those stairs trying to get everything done, and I am out of breath. The big hit to shortstop. Cameron steps over, throws it outside of the first baseman. Kate cannot get his hands on it. It's a wild throw and an error. Duncan Lentz is going to be able to reach to first base on an error. Going to bring up their number 4 hole hitter.
How's your headphones? Are they too loud? Not loud
They're
enough?
a little bit loud. There you go. You know, I get excited, and I'm kind of loud anyway.
See, that's the channel Keith normally uses, so
I
we'll
got
blame
you.
it on him and say that he can't hear.
Evan Culpepper on the mound tonight, and coming in, facing the face, jersey number 5. He fouled it off to the right side. It was more of a defensive swing, just trying not to get hit. Fouled off to the right side. Again, Dog Duncan is down there on first base, and he is getting his lead. I think Duncan's about 6'5", so he can stretch back pretty easy. Evan gets the sign, and he hits the batter. And so after 2 outs back-to-back, Evan's struggling just a little bit, and now has 2 runners on base, one at first and one at second.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Next up is number 3, Kyle Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks will now come to the mound. Come to the plate, number 3. The runner on first gets his lead. Kay gets behind him. Duncan's got a good lead at second. Evan comes with the pitch. High and outside. I tell you, Jeremy, these are those tough games right here because of the rivalry that exists between these 2 ball clubs here.
Did they call that a strike?
No, it was a ball.
Well, they put strike on the board.
It's 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the scoreboard's wrong.
Yeah, I think Brian missed that up there. I believe the first one was a ball. Again, runners at first and second. 2 outs. Oh, and another error.
That one bounced out of his glove.
We got Jacob Fairclough down at third base. I tell you, Jacob, he's just a freshman, but, man, I tell you, he threw a phenomenal game this past week at Charlton. And he's a young man. He's got a lot of growing to do. And so they are bringing in a pinch runner. Number 9 is going to be on first base. And so now you got your bases loaded with 2 outs. And we've had 2 errors. And 2 errors and a hit batter have loaded the bases. So now Lanier County Bulldogs are going to have to battle down to see if they can't get out of this inning without a whole lot of damage. So let's see if we can't get something going here. And any base, all they got to do is tag one. It's a force play. There's a pop fly to right field. Looks like it's going foul. The runner, I couldn't see I'm not sure who was in right field. I was dealing with our Armani choir, so I wasn't able to see who was all around. But
I am not sure either. Let's see, game changer.
The right fielder right there dove for the ball, but it was in foul territory. Just couldn't quite get up under it.
You got your game changer?
No, I'm going to text Brian. He's got all the lineups up there. I'm going to tell him to send me a picture. Foul ball to the left side. Evan Culpepper, he looks in. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, there he was. Rung him over, the bases loaded. That was a great pitch there by Evan Culpepper. The way to battle back after a couple of errors and a hit batter. Bases loaded, left them there, 3 on the bases, and that'll bring us up to the end of the top of the first, and maybe we can get our Lanier County Bulldogs going. This time we'll take a moment for just a short break to hear a word from our sponsors.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town. And we are back. Did you get that picture?
I got it. Clinch County is getting their warm-up throws in. You're going to be starting off the bottom of the first inning.
And if you hadn't noticed earlier during the first inning, top of the first inning, it's windy out here.
It is windy, so if you hear a lot of the noise.
And I anchored down part of the canopy there. That ought to hold it down, and that bucket over there.
That wind you might be able to hear that through these microphones, and if that's the case, we apologize. We're going to start off this game with number 13 with Cam Thornberry, our catcher tonight. He's going to come up and lead off the Lanier County Bulldogs. Looks at a strike right down the middle. Josh Griffiths, pitcher, strike number 2. Bottom fell out of that one there, Jeremy. That was a good pitch. And Thornberry kind of shaking his head. He knew that was a good pitch there and just couldn't lay off of it.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, and he fouled it off. That was a ball on the inside. He took a hack at it and fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Josh.
Does it look
Josh
like
Griffiths.
The sun's trying to shine a little bit?
Well, I tell you, it was trying to. You know, it was supposed to be about 30% chance of rain at 6 o'clock, and
well,
it
there's
kind of
still
fell
a
away.
chance of
Yeah,
rain.
it's kind of backed off a little bit. Ooh, and a big strikeout there by number 15, Josh Griffiths, as he shut down Thornberry, our leadoff man. And so that's going to bring Byron Connell up to the plate, number 4.
Byron Connell.
Playing center field tonight. Byron's doing a great job out there.
Look at that. My phone's telling me this.
Rain in 46 minutes.
That's right.
Well, we're going to hope that it'll kind of get on over us and move on, or at least won't lightning. Ooh.
That's a ball.
Ball high and inside.
I'm wondering about these speakers they set up out here. Is they're waterproof?
They'll just bring them inside if they.
Not before they start getting wet. I mean, if it's just one of those.
There's a big hit. Goes right up under the third baseman. Right there between the 5 and 6 hole. With a great hit there by Byron Connell to get something started here. Brings up big old EC, Evan Culpepper, who's pitching tonight. And it'd be nice to go ahead and get Evan a home run right here. Let's go ahead and get a couple of runs up, because if it does rain, if we're ahead, we can play about 5 innings. They can call this game, and we'll take the win. But we got to be winning when it rains.
Can you do 5 innings in 46 minutes?
Oh, I don't know about that. But
We'll see, because that's what it told me is 46 minutes. So we'll see how accurate
Griffiths
that
looks
is.
over to first base. Comes to the mound. Ball 1. It's a big spot right here. Byron's got good speed on first base. Looks like they're playing him. They shift around to the right just a little. Big gap in left center. Low and inside. They're not giving Evan anything to hit right now. The coaches know that Evan's got pretty good power. Rashad Brockington is on deck. And Byron's still in second.
And he's on second.
Yep. And Evan with his lightning speed running down first base. The shortstop kind of bobbled the ball there, and I thought he had a chance, but Evan just not the most speedy person in the world, but he ended up getting out. And but we did move the runner over, and so that's a good sign. We've got 2 outs. Runner on second. Rashad Brockington at the plate.
Batting next, number 25.
Now I hope this rain just kind of hold off for a little bit, especially lightning. This is a big game right here, big region game.
And we got a lot of equipment out here.
Yeah.
Of course, my stuff is under the canopy, but they're sitting out there with no cover.
Oh, they'll shut it down in a
Homerville,
hurry.
Creek Box, they're over there,
Yep.
just past first base over there on the other side of the dugout.
Strike
And
one.
they've got bags over their cameras, but that's it.
Fouled off, strike 2. All right, you got no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. You're playing with a bunch of deuces up there tonight.
Is that bus over there? Is that?
That's the Amani Choir from Uganda. For those who are not here, the Amani Children's Choir from Uganda actually came out and
You'll
sang.
start to see it right now on the TV in the background right there going behind the.
And they sang the national anthem, did an amazing job. They're here in our community for the next about month and doing various things. And there goes the ball, goes right between them. Byron's going to turn around to third base, and he's running. Oh, it's going to be a close play. Byron stands up. Oh, and he's throwing a second, and he's safe. And he's safe. What a big hit there by Rashad Brockington, number 25. Takes it out to right field, right up under the second baseman's glove, which allowed Byron to score from second base, running wide open. Big-time hit with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
These are different umpires, I think. Maybe not. From the JV game?
Yeah.
They might be the same.
I think they usually swap around. I wasn't here for the JV.
Well, that one out there was back here for the JV game. And he turned around and yelled up at the guy up there in the box about something.
Grant Spikes, number 18. On the plate. Looks strike 1. I'm sorry. Grant is playing shortstop.
That looked a little bit low, but they called it a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Rashad takes a big lead. Ball outside. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. Right field's lined up with a bunch of high school students on the back of their truck. Pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's not so hot.
Oh, I know. It's got a nice
because of the clouds and everything.
And, and it feels windy, but, the wind, look at the flag and all. The wind's not blowing out as hard as you think it would be. Rashad gets a big lead there at second. Way outside. Way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes,
And
2 outs.
We're over here up next to the side of this box right here, so it's blocking some of the wind.
Right. But you're looking at the flag. I mean, it ain't blowing like it was last week. Big pitch. Oh, and it's high. Going to walk Grant there. That'll bring Jackson Cook, number 12, to the mound.
That almost looked like it was almost about to hit his head.
Yeah, it was way high.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 12, Jackson Cook.
Jackson playing second base. Having a conversation with Coach Sharp out there. Jacob Faircloth on deck. Got a runner at first, a runner at second with 2 outs. So, crack of the bat, they're going to be running. Ooh, way inside. About got him in the ear.
He moved.
About got him in the ear hole on that one. Number 15, Griffiths from Clinch County, kind of shaking up a little bit right here. He just can't find his mark. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. I tell you what, got a lot of fans here. I tell you, if we were playing Tiddlywinks against Clinch County, we'd have a pile of people here. And always good to have these rival games. Just foul down the left field.
So, define Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, I had a game of Tiddlywinks. Little pickup sticks and little what them round things are. I'll tell you what, if we were playing pickup sticks, is that better?
Little round things are?
I don't know what them things are. Don't call me out like that on the radio.
It's TV, but okay.
So anyway, we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Jackson Cook, second baseman. Big swing. Ooh, and he pulls it foul again. Tell you what, he is flirting there big time with that left field line. Back up, do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first. Got Grant Spikes at first and Sean Brockington at second.
Basketball coach back there behind
Ty
us.
Randolph just walked by, one of our head basketball coach. Ooh, and a big curveball there.
Into the first inning, your Lanier County Bulldogs 1, Clinch County Panthers 0.
No, it was buckled up there. We'll pause for just a moment and have a break.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
We are back here at Threek Field as Lanier County Bulldogs have taken the defensive position out on the field. And that will bring, trying to see who's on deck there for Clinch County. Number 11, Josh Pigler, playing third base tonight. Got a big crowd here tonight, like I said, as you look around and realize that Clinch County, of course, Homerville just crossed the line there, right across the river, has traveled well tonight as they have come in and with supporting their team, as well as, of course, our Lanier County Bulldogs. They had a JV game tonight. The JV boys did win, and so that they was able to pull out a victory. Throw down to second. Grant Spike takes it. Umpire waves off the brushes off the plate. And we're ready to get started here in the second inning. But your Lanier County Bulldogs up on top, 1-0, with a big hit by Rashad Brockington that brought Byron Connell in the first inning.
I'm going to take a seat for a few minutes.
Ryan forgot to turn the radio down.
And he's still doing it.
There it was. Brian had forgot to turn the radio off, and they are ready to play, and the umpire looking up there like, you going to let these boys play or what? Big play there by Jacob Faircloth, and he throws it over. Oh, and he pulls Kate off the bag. That was a great play there by number 5, that freshman over on third base. He's had a little bit of problems tonight and kind of fumbled the ball and had some error, but that was a great play. It just pulled Kate off first base just a little bit. Kate's got to be able to stretch that out a little bit better than that. Got to keep that foot on the plate. Evan throws back over to first.
Now he needs to not be doing that because that's what
lost
the
game in Charlton.
That's right.
That's right.
That's him throwing it over there.
Well, actually, he threw it to third base.
He did. He threw it to third, and it was too high. Went over his head.
Oh, there's a big hit right there over to second baseman. Cameron Corson comes up with it. Runners at first and runners on second with no outs. That's going to bring Lanston Hendricks, number 22, playing right field tonight, to the plate.
What do you, certs?
No, it's sweet tarts.
Oh, sweet tarts, okay.
Ain't nothing sweet about them. They're more tart than they are sweet. Got a runner at first, runner at second, showing bunt, pulls back, takes a strike. Cade Roberts playing way in, looking for the bunt. Shows bunt, pops it up. That's going to be strike 2. So I'm sure he'll pull it back this time and get ready to hit. The bunt sign will be off. Leadoff man on deck. Ooh, just a little bit high. It's a good curveball. Didn't miss by much.
How's that tart?
It's gone. Fouled off over to the right field. Way out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Again, you have a runner at first and a runner at second. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evan looks in, looks back at the runner at second, steps off. Getting a little bit too far out there at second base. Pulls him back a little bit. Nice pitch. Rung him up there on a big curveball. That will bring up Thomas Langford. Laying left field, number 1, leading off.
Now batting number 1, Thomas Langford.
Thomas took one deep. Very first pitch of the game, took one deep all the way out to left center field. Byron Connell was able to run up under it. Love to see us turn to double play here. Way outside there by Evan. Good play there by Thornberry to be able to catch that, keep it from going to the fence and advancing the runners. Popped it up, out of play.
Somewhere over there. Yeah.
I don't think the people can see where you just pointed. Over to the right side.
Well, can I see this radar I'm looking at?
I'll tell you what, how's it looking?
Where the blue dot.
It looks like it might miss us.
Yeah, just barely.
I'll tell you what. Oh, and there's right to the second baseman. It might be a double play, and it is. Great play there by Jackson Cook to bring it in, and Grant Spikes to run and cover the bag on the force. They were to double play. That's what we like to see. You got 2 runners on with no outs and battle back. So we've left at least 5 of their runners in scoring position on the base. And so that's fantastic. That's what we want. We want to leave their runners on. We don't want them on the base, but if they get on there, we want to leave them. And so what a great double play ball that was by some young men there playing second and short.
There is one more sponsor that I don't have a commercial for yet. Faircloth Sun and Electric. They offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrician services. Give them a call at 229-356-2892.
Speaking of Faircloth, Faircloth's on deck. They'll be leading us off on this inning. You know, we talk about those sponsors and, of course, how much we appreciate all that they do to help us to have this program for baseball, football, basketball, whatever else that we can use, softball, and gives these kids an opportunity to be seen and to be able to watch these games. And, of course, grandparents and parents and aunts and uncles and whoever it may be can get online and at LCN TV and be able to watch these. And, of course, you got them archived as well, right, Jeremy? And they can go back and watch them again.
They can go back, but the basketball games are being uploaded now. We couldn't the boys games. The girls games were always there.
Right.
The boys games were
private, right?
Until the season was over, and now that the basketball season is over, the boys' games are being uploaded.
I got you.
And the baseball games are not
Congratulations.
public yet, but they will be once the season is over.
You didn't want to go there. I don't blame you. That's awesome. Congratulations. I saw Katie Patton walk up, and Katie was accepted to the University of Georgia. And so
that was a high ball.
Ball one. But Katie got accepted to the University of Georgia today, so she'll be continuing her education and career there at University of Georgia.
Foul ball.
He called that a foul ball. Boy, I tell you, that was close. Close down the left field line. Got a big crowd, as I say. Got a lot of kids walking around. Got some kids way over on the middle school field over there playing. Jacob Fairclough still at the mound. Oh, there's a big hit. He's going deep. All the way to the warning track. It took him as deep as he could, and that left fielder just kept on drifting, and got it all the way up to the fence. And just a little bit more. That's a home run right there. But it's a good hit by Jacob.
If the wind had been blowing the right direction, that would have went out the fence.
Absolutely. Cade Roberts, number 20,
so
playing
close.
first base tonight at the plate. Cade pops it up. Third baseman's running over, close to the dugout. Oh, and he misses it. He was all over it, and he just couldn't. That ball was hit about a mile up in the air. It's going to give Cade another chance. Straighten it out. Level your bat down a little bit. And a lot of times these boys, after a long fly ball like that, they get excited, and they'll start dropping their shoulder a little bit trying to get under it. But they just need to get a good level swing, put the ball down, and drive it and hit it hard. Strike on the outside. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the second inning. Again, your Lanier County Bulldogs are up by 1. Pitcher steps off the mound. Had a curveball. It missed. High.
That's more like it, isn't it, Ryan? Sit down in that chair for a minute.
I'll be standing up in a minute. I can't hardly stand to sit down and watch a ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck out Cade looking. Ball that close, you got to be swinging. Take that thing to right field.
So earlier during the JV game, the score was 7-1 for Lanier, and it was supposed to be 8-1, but he had already changed the innings up there on the thing, and so he changed the 1 and for the away team to a 2. That was strike 1.
Strike 1 on Cameron. Cameron is playing right field tonight.
So he had to wait to the bottom of the next inning to change it to an 8.
Oh, called that one a strike. That was low and inside, but got the call on it. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. High, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. According to your clock, how long do we have before it rains? We still checking that out?
Yeah,
I just don't think it's going to be on us.
Hold on.
Oh, my goodness. He dribbled that out to the outside. The pitcher was able to get on it. Throw over. Out at first. So our Bulldogs go down 1, 2, 3 on the bottom of the second inning. So our leadoff man will start it off when we get back. And while they're changing out, we'll take just a moment and hear a word from our sponsors.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
And we are back.
I'll tell you, Andrew Rowland just came up here, and he's home from spring break from Bruton Parker. At least they taught him how to give a massage. He's giving me a massage. Don't quit, man. How you doing, Andrew? Are you on spring break?
I'm going to get my surgery set up.
Oh, Rodney, come here. What'd you do? Are you really? Good night, huh? I didn't know, but he's having Tommy John surgery.
Ball one.
And so I know Noah's here, and Noah's here. He's going to be having surgery in about a week, too. And so a couple of our graduates from last year is off playing in college, or both of them have to have some surgery. Big pitch, strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So have you noticed how the wind is almost completely gone? Is that a bad thing?
Do what?
The wind, is that a bad thing?
No, it feels good.
No. It's like almost gone now.
I hit the shortstop, throw over, got the out.
Great catch by Grant Spikes, caught by Cade Roberts for out number 1.
Number 5, Duncan Luntz at the plate. Duncan, I know, has had some arm problems. He's one of their better pitchers, if not their best. And he and Noah had worked out a lot when they were younger. And great kid and good baseball player. I hate to see him down right now, but big hit. Oh, and right past the shortstop. But you can see why they got him DHing right now. Big single there.
Now batting number 17, Brent Kaysen.
Just got a text from Mr. Lloyd Shaw telling me he's got a slab of ribs for me. And asked me to stop by his house on the way home, so I'll take it.
And after you get him to your house, I'll be right over.
No, don't do that now. I tell you, Lloyd, Margaret, and Shaw are pillars in this community. Just love them to death. Amazing people, amazing family. You know, that is they're kin to Scott Ray by marriage. Their daughter married Scott Ray's father. And but anyway, I get to see them all the time, and just a tremendous family.
Coach Ray was out there at the gate.
Yeah, I saw him out there earlier. Talking to him, and I had coordinated the efforts for the Ugandan choir to come through, and I had talked to him. Of course, he serves as our athletic director and vice principal, and I went through him first, and he was very excited. And I called Coach Sharp, and he's like, "Man, let me tell you, let's get them in here." And another pitch, 3 balls, 1 strike. He said, "I'll tell you what we're going to do. If they're going to come and sing the national anthem, I want to give every one of them a hot dog and a Coke." And he said, "Let them experience the baseball." And those kids were so excited. It's the first time they'd ever been to a baseball game. And to get a Coke and a hot dog just kind of topped it off perfect for them. Again, hits it out to second base. Grant picks it up, throws it over, throws it in the dirt. Cade could not come up with it. So that's 2 that Grant has thrown over there that's been low. People don't realize how long of a throw that is, Jeremy. That shortstop, man, that is a long throw to first base. And trying to get out of your hands in a hurry. And sometimes you just end up throwing that thing in the dirt. And I know when Noah plays shortstop, Trenton Berryhill played a lot of first base. And Trenton's about 6'5", and got a tremendous reach on him in a stretch. And, boy, he pulled Noah out of many errors on that first baseman. And Cade's a little stiff. Ooh, big strike there. Trying to get you. Foul back to the fence.
That was in the camera too. I mean,
was it?
her look and her head and everything when that hit the fence.
It's so funny. That ball ain't coming through that fence, but boy, it'll make you think about it, won't it? Yeah. No balls, 1 strike. Curveball. Tell you what, he lifted that thing and drove it a mile, but fouled on the left side. Your runners are still at second and third.
Ball one.
Kyle Hendricks, catcher, at the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got 2 runners on. Second and third. This is a dangerous situation. Uh-oh, and that was a big hit there by number 3, right there to left center field. Rashad Brunken, it comes up with it, throws it in the dirt, and Grant Spikes wasn't even looking that way. He ended up scoring 2 runs. Grant didn't even look that way. I have no idea what communication that they just did out there, but Grant Spikes was not even looking, and Rashad hit him in the back of the head with it, and I think he was telling him go 4 to send it home, and Rashad was throwing it to second.
You're in front of the camera right there.
In other words, get out of the way.
Now batting number 7, Jalen Griffiths.
2 runs scored, 1 out. Pinch runner in. Fastball. A good catch there by Faircloth. He throws it over. Oh, and he gets him. And he's safe again. Cade cannot keep his foot down on the first base. He's pulled him off again. That was a big play there by Faircloth. And but the umpire, who is standing on the other side, makes that call. And I tell you, that was a tough call there by the umpire, because to me, you can't make that call from that side.
Yeah, well,
But he did.
Well, he made the call, but who knows whether he could actually see it or not.
So now you got a runner on the corners. Josh Pigler on the plate. They've scored 2. Got 1 out. Runner advances to second.
There was nobody at the plate, so the catcher decided not to throw it.
Well, the coach had probably told them not to throw it anyway, because if they do, their runner at third can score. Good pitch there by Evan. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A little, oh man, and Grant Spikes, a shortstop, bobbles the ball. I tell you, when it starts to rain, it pours. And I've seen it, and some of those times you just got to kind of shake something up, because you have an error, and it's almost like errors breed errors, and they just keep coming. I tell you, a very smart move there by the catcher. Kind of called a timeout, called everybody up there to the mound, and I see him kind of giving some love there to Grant and Jacob, saying, hey, just keep playing, we got you, and just get your head back in it. Sometimes that's what you need to do, Jeremy.
That's
just take a break.
Interesting that you choose rain as the example when it's looking like it's going to open up any minute here.
Yeah. Coach Sharp now is coming out to the mound, and he's going to call them as well, and he's going to say, okay, boys, we need to settle down. This is a big game. And, in a lot of times these big games, a lot of pressure comes up there. And so it's like Cade's going in the dugout. I'm not sure who came out in his place. But,
if we had Game Changer, we could figure it out.
Yeah, so. If I don't see the numbers, I can't tell who it is.
Let's see if I can get my Game Changer to work.
All right, they're going to move Cade over to third base.
Watch it tell me I'm not signed in, and that's why I didn't get my. No? He must not be doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it. It's probably just running late. They're going to move Cade over to third base. Looks like they're going to take and put. Well,
it ain't public, because mine's still telling me there's an upcoming game at 6 o'clock. So maybe he didn't turn it on.
Got a new first baseman.
You're on your own, Ryan. Game Changer ain't going to help you. If you look at the top of your screen right now, you can see the clouds and everything that are north of here.
It's black back there, I tell you. we're down. You know, I tell you, Clinch County Panthers got us up down here on 3-1. Lanier County Bulldogs going to battle back. They're really making something happen right now, and it's really not that they're beating us. We're beating ourselves right now, and that's what you hate to do. You hate to start having errors so that you end up beating yourself. And sitting here looking at the radars, it's going through. It looks like it might run a little bit north of us. We're right on the edge of it. Maybe we can skirt by it and get this game in tonight.
That's just one little speck. There was some more over farther to the left, the west, that you didn't see on there.
Hopefully we can get this game in. I tell you, this
before that comes,
this is those big games that you want to. But as I was saying, there's a lot of pressure on these rival games. Ball high, runner advanced. Again, runner on third. It's kind of hard to throw down because you're just taking a chance for that runner to score. And you don't want to get this game too far away from you. 3-1 is not something you can't overcome. Hits to Grant. Jacob Faircloth. Big stretch by the new first baseman there. And so I'm sorry, but I got to get my wheels better in here. You got Cade Roberts at third. You got Jacob Faircloth now has moved to short.
Was that an out at first?
That was an out at first. I think Grant has moved over to second. No, that's Jackson there. I don't know. Maybe they took Grant off. Grant must be off the field. And so they put number 22 in on first base. Big curveball. Big curveball there by Evan. The 9-hole hitter, number 22. Bottom of the order. Their leadoff man standing on deck. Foul ball. The runner at second was running with the pitch. He was going to try to, it was a hit and run.
And he has to go back.
Got to go back, run him out there a couple times, let him get out of breath. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Again, Clinch County up over your Lanier County Bulldogs, 4-1. Coach came in and made a few position changes. Had a couple errors going on, and before it gets too far.
A fake throw to second, but he didn't really throw it.
I think, well, and here's what happens, Jeremy. You've got a new shortstop out there. You know, Jacobs moved from third to short, and so the communication and stuff, when you got a person that's not been back there as much, a lot of times you'll see a miscommunication, or you'll see where they're not familiar with each other. I know that Noah used to tell me that when Matt White was pitching his junior year that they had a certain little sign, you know, and it was all about where his glove would be. You didn't have to say anything, but if his glove in a certain spot, then Noah knew he was throwing to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And so, but there again, you got, he plays shortstop at every game, and then you had your pitchers.
Right.
And so, but now you've got these newer kids, these young kids, and they'll get there. You know, that's something that they'll get those systems in place where they trust each other and know that, hey, you know, I'm there. A lot of times, Noah's like, you know, we'd take our hat off, and that meant something, you know, and might not mean nothing to anybody else. Huge strikeout there by Evan Culpepper to end the inning, but not before the Clinch County Panthers came back and tacked on 4. And so a 4-1, your Panthers over the Bulldogs. And we're going to pause for just a moment and hear a word from our sponsors.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by The J. Shaw Company. Through Auto Owners Insurance, they offer life, home, auto, and business insurance. Give them a call at 229-482-3505. And by Faircloth Sun and Electric, they offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrical services. Give them a call at 229-356-2892. And if you are out and about and you see any of them, stop them and tell them thank you for sponsoring baseball. It's the bottom of the third. Clinch is 4. Lanier County is 1. Number 13, it looks like, is up to bat.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, number 13, Cam Throneberry.
Cam Throneberry. Ball 1. Ryan had to step away for a minute. He'll be right back. Ball 2. Ball 3. And Ryan has magically reappeared.
Sometimes you just need to take a break.
Strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike. Thornberry. Another strike. Hit the corner.
That looked a little bit low to me.
It did. It looked low. Thornberry looks back at the umpire a little bit and kind of shakes his head. Came back with that same pitch. Thornberry got a piece of it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got Byron Connell on deck. Big drive down the left side. Just foul. Had a good hit on that one. Just could not straighten it out quite enough.
Let's see what my phone tells me the rain is. Oh, now it says 81 minutes.
Well, looks like it's moving farther away then, doesn't it?
Ball 4.
Ball 4. That's a big walk by number 13 right there. Way to battle in that right there. And pitcher came back and had 2 strikes on him, but good battle there. Thornberry, Byron Connell, number 4, playing center field tonight at the plate.
So my phone told me 46 minutes, like 30 minutes ago. Then it said 41 minutes, like 20 minutes after that. Now I look at it and it says 81 minutes.
Well, we're going in the right direction. Ball high and inside. Ball 1. I tell you what, there's not an empty seat in the stands hardly. I tell you, just about every seat.
Yeah, I can't see over there to the left side, third base side.
They're standing room only. I see some of our school board members are here. I see Philip Connell and Jamie
Ball 2.
Cook.
No, he called that a strike. Either that or Brian is wrong.
I know we've got a lot of fans here tonight. It was a hit and run. Hit behind the plate, out of play.
Went over the fence, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back around where the concession stand is.
Yeah, right past the concession stand. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Choke up a little bit here and see if we can't get the bat on it and see if we can't at least move the runner to second base. We got to start nibbling away at that 3-point lead that Clinch has. He throws back to first. Safely back, standing
that
up.
pitcher can throw it to first all he wants as long as it misses and keeps going over to the fence over there.
That'd be nice. No curveball. Looks like they might have a double play. Safe.
Out at second.
Got the out at second, but it's safe at first. Had a kind of a bounce. The third baseman had a good charge on it, ran in, and actually ended up running them over there. Hey, Coach. Coach Detter, one of our defensive coordinator and weightlifting coach. I know he's talking about somebody working good with our kids.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, he's doing a great job with our kids. And
ask him when he comes
out.
back why they're sitting on the visitor side.
It might be because there ain't no seats available. But he's doing a great job with those young men and giving them that opportunity to lift those weights, to bulk up, and try to start building this football program. Him and Coach Williams, ball outside. I know they're working hard on trying to build this program up. And of course, they didn't win a game last year. Won one the year before that, one the year before that, I believe. And so it's a struggling system.
Those two that were before last year, that was a different coach.
Yeah, Coach Carl Parker had them. And, our football program's never been a winning program, but I think that Coach Williams has a good group of men and coaches that he has put together, his staff, that are bought into this system, and they're really helping these kids out. Outside. Oh, strike. He called it a strike. And so, but they're really working with these boys, and that's what it's going to take, and to encourage them and to build them up and keep them together. They got a lot of these boys are on this baseball team also play football. We appreciate all the good that they're doing, helping our young men, our boys become men. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Evan. And you got Thornberry down at first. I'm sorry, Byron Cornell at first. 1 out. Rashad Brockington on deck.
Evan Culpepper at the plate. Isn't that correct?
Mm-hmm. Big old
the umpire's
EC.
arm is in the way of his number, so it looked like
Evan. Oh, and a hit right up the middle. And Byron turns second. He runs all the way around. It's gonna be close. Oh, and he's safe at third. Big hit by Evan Culpepper with 1 out. I tell you, Coach Sharp was sending him all the way. As soon as he crossed around that second base, he had his eyes up and had his wheels turning and got all the way there to third base on a big hit by Evan Culpepper. Of course, they're going to send in a pinch runner at this time.
For the pitcher, number 19, Joshua Sermons.
Josh Sermons comes out to pitch, run.
Now batting number 25, Rashad Brockington.
Rashad Brockington, number 25. Talking about our football program, there's your quarterback. Inside. I tell you, a wild pitch, pass ball, whatever you want to right here would be fantastic. Get this run home. We really need to chip away at this lead a little bit. I wouldn't even mind seeing if Rashad wouldn't put down a bunt right here and anything. There it is, too, a bunt. That's a perfect bunt. Great play there by Rashad. Called it out. That was a perfect bunt. Pulled the pitcher off the mound to the first base side, and Byron scores from third base, moves the runner over to second. What a great RBI play there by Rashad. That was a quality at-bat. Don't bring number 22.
One more score for the Bulldogs.
Coach Sharp's going to come out and have a conversation. Make sure that he knew that he's got his player to come in, and make sure he knew that there was a substitution here. He pulled him in that last inning, playing first base.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner on second. Now batting number 22, Nathan Rye.
Nathan Rye, number 22, again, caught in the last inning to play first base. Cade moved over to third. Ooh, and a big swing there by the young man. No balls, 1 strike. Again, you got a runner at second. You got a pinch runner, Josh Sermons. Getting the lead. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Curve ball on the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Remind me to tell you something during the next break.
All right.
Don't forget.
Tell me something during the next break. Now, I've reminded you, if you forget, it's your fault. Josh gets the lead off a second, way outside on number 22. 3-1 count. It's a good pitch here to put some wood on. 2 outs. Runner, of course, is going to be running as soon as the crack of the bat. Oh, and there it goes. It's a fair ball, and he throws it. Pulls the runner off of first base, throws it back to third base, and both runners are safe. What? Oh, and it is safe. Okay. He is safe. He pulled the runner off of first base, threw it back to third base, and he was off. Huge play there. To be honest, Jeremy, don't have it kind of quick. I didn't really see. I thought the first baseman ran in on it for a little bit.
Unfortunately, we don't have any replay right now.
Well, the problem is you had 2 outs. So when the first baseman, if he made the out and he knew it, then the game, that inning would be over. But he immediately threw it to third base trying to get the runner, which kind of give that indication that he knew he didn't have him out.
2 outs.
2 outs. Scores 4-2. Clinch County. Runners on the corner. Ball goes down. Third baseman comes up, fires it over, and that is an out. But not before we chipped away a little bit. We did get a run back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Clinch County Panthers over your Lanier County Bulldogs, 4-2. We'll pause and hear another word from our sponsor.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
And we are back. Was that wind or thunder? That was wind, right?
I think it was just wind.
Okay.
It's cloudy and everything else. And these girls here must all have dates. It's like they might be leaving the game.
I don't think they want to get wet. I think that's what it is.
One of
I
our
don't
soccer
see no
players or Jacqueline.
umbrella or anything. I thought they was having a soccer game tonight. I guess
not. Well, it
not.
got canceled. It was against Georgia Christian. There was some miscommunication on where it was and who was home, and ended up, I don't believe the umpires got, the officiating crew got the word, and so just a little bit of miscommunication. They had to cancel the game, and so ended up working out, and so here we are to baseball.
That's right, baseball.
And I know it's actually a good thing probably for our girls. Our girls we got some of our best players, like Jacqueline just walked by, and I know she's nursing an injured foot right now, and I talked to Savannah Ray the other day. She's all bruised up. I know Meredith
Savannah was down there at the gate with her dad earlier, and I'm like,
she's got
I thought
bruises
there was a soccer
all
game
over her.
today. You know,
I know Meredith. She's been wearing a knee brace, and so it gives a little bit of time for our girls to kind of heal up a little bit before our next game, maybe. I see some people putting up their chairs and stuff. There's a big hit. Cade Roberts gets it, throws it over.
Was he out? Umpire's over there.
He must be safe because he's going back to first base. So that's why I stand up, because I can't see nothing sitting down. So I'll stand back up so I can properly educate our listeners and lookers on what is taking place.
Batting number 8, Warren Stovall.
Warren Stovall, a good player, at the plate, runner at first, got a big lead. Outside, ball 1. Throw over to first, runner back safe. Ball high and it's oh. Not a very strong throw there by our catcher.
At least they stopped it from going farther out.
Yeah, exactly. Runner still safe at second.
Sounds like a truck back there.
Yeah. Popped up. Second baseman calling everybody off. Jackson Cook with the out. I think he was just backing at his truck out of the danger zone.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Next up, number 5, Duncan Lutz.
Duncan Lutz, number 5. Had a big hit last at bat. Pinch inning tonight. Oh, again through that 5-6 hole, and the coach is sending the runner. Safe. And so now Clinch County scores another run, 5-2. I tell you, Duncan's come in tonight with a hot bat. I tell you what, he's really hitting the ball hard.
Now batting number 17, Brent Kaysen.
Number 17, Kaysen at the plate. Runner at first. Ball low. Jeremy, it's not hot and it's not cold, so it's just a. Did y'all get cold over there at Charlton County the other night?
It was a little cool. It wasn't too bad. You don't remember?
Got him. Ooh, and that was close. Throw down by the catcher.
You don't remember that text you sent me when I was talking about being cold?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you with a pair of pants on, so I figured you had shorts on. So, yeah, you're talking about it was cold, so I just assumed. And so,
well, I got shorts on tonight.
Yep. Outside. Ball 3. 3-0.
Is it 3?
Yep.
Okay.
3-0. 1 out. Runner at first. Need to throw some strikes.
That scoreboard out there almost looked like a 5 and a 5 on that.
Popped him up. Out of play.
Whoop. It hit the roof right there.
Hit the roof on the little outbuilding over here. I know the coach usually gives them one of those suckers. What do you call them? Blow pops. Blow pops. If the kids bring the balls back to the concession stand, they get a blow pop. So we got a bunch of little boys running around trying to get them balls.
Goes another one.
Fouled off to the backfield, to the fence.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
Huh?
So it went on that side. It looked like it hit on this side. Didn't it hit on this side?
I think it hit and went over.
Hit and went that way?
3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and the outside. Lost him. So Charlton County just continues to press on the gas a little bit here.
This is Clinch.
What did I say, Charlton? We're just talking about Charlton's why. Clinch County keeps getting on the gas a little bit.
Now batting number 3, Kyle Hendricks.
Seems like the game's kind of going slow tonight. You know, it's not like a lot of excitement. The boys seem to, kind of look a little, I don't know. To me, they look a little lethargic, just kind of like, it might just be the weather. Strike call.
Yeah, it might be the weather.
It may be. They look a little lethargic, just don't like, they got a lot of little ump into them tonight. It's not a bad game, 5-2. Pitch outside. Evans having a little trouble right now. Trying to find the strike zone. Runner at first, runner at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. a pass ball. Runners will advance.
While we've got this slow-moving game going here, there's a game Tuesday night in Atkinson County. I'm not sure if there's a varsity game also, or just a or JV game, or just a varsity game.
Bumped that kid out over there. And fouled off behind the press box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second and third. 1 out. Another foul ball.
So there's probably a JV and a varsity game.
Usually are.
And I'll just say normal times are 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Well, I'm yawning. I don't know what that's a sign of. Popped him up.
I don't either.
Comes back. Oh.
It hit the fence before it come down.
Yeah. Not quite enough room there in the back. So I'm ready to get up under to be able to make the play. So we'll do it again. He's fouled off probably 3 or 4 pitches here. Would you like a Coke or a Sprite or a bottle of water or anything?
Me?
Yeah. It's a big hit.
I've got lemonade right here behind me.
Got him. Yeah. Jacob Fairclough with a great play there at shortstop to get the lead runner, but not before one of the runs, I believe one of the runs scored.
Yeah, he was just right here.
Yeah. And so
it'd be 6-2 now. Clinch
threw
County.
it over to the third baseman. Got the tag down, and so that was a
number 7,
that was a good out.
Griffiths.
Right. Ooh. the runner came in rolling, and but Jacob, I'm sorry, not Jacob, but Jackson Cook, second baseman, was able to field the ball cleanly, tag the base before the runner gets there with the force, record the out, and that takes us to the bottom of the 4th inning.
So let's see, Faircloth and Son, right?
Yep.
Faircloth and Son Electric. Where are you going again?
I'm going to go get me something to drink. Would you like a Coke or something?
Hot dog?
You want a hot dog? I'll get you
Sure.
a hot dog. You want anything on it?
Nope. Plain hot dog.
I'll be right back.
All right. Tonight's game is brought to you by Faircloth Sun and Electric. They offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrician services. Give them a call at 229-356-2892. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Clinch County 6, Lanier County 2. We would also like to remind you to go like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel at LanierCountyNetwork.com and Facebook.com/Lanier County Network.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, number 5, Jacob Faircloth.
Jacob Faircloth is at the plate.
Big swing there by Jacob. Again, Jacob has moved over to the shortstop position from third base. Strike number 2. Curveball on the outside.
You know, I took my headphones off for just a few seconds during that break. Is that a pickle?
It's a pickle.
And
ball outside.
Ball 1. It almost sounded like there was tiny sprinkles hitting but it's not.
No?
It's not doing that. But that's what it sounded like. We are underneath the canopy
I'm gonna
here.
let you call the game while I eat my pickle.
Okay, and then afterwards I'm going to eat my strike 3.
Throw it around the horn.
That'll be the first out.
Brings up Cade.
Now batting number 20, Cade Roberts.
Cade Roberts is at the plate.
This pickle's hot.
It sounds like you're making love over there to it.
It's so sour.
Ball 1.
I love my pickle.
Ball 2.
You remember the Little Rascals? What was it, Buckwheat? I got a pickle. I got a pickle.
I actually never saw that.
You never seen the Little Rascals?
Mm-mm.
Man, you
Nope.
ain't living.
Never seen it.
Ball 3. Sure need some base runners here.
It would be nice.
Big strike down the middle. 3-1.
That's a ball. He's headed to first base.
And there's a walk. Now to get us something started with 1 out. Now to bring Cameron Corson up to the plate. They're going to bring in a pinch runner for Cade. If you want to eat your, I'm going to put that right there. If you want to eat your hot dog, you can. That pickle was just too sour.
Well, go get a refund.
Nah, it's good. I'll eat it later.
Put some sugar on it.
Sugar on a pickle?
Yeah, make it sweet.
I'll pass. Cameron Corson playing right field tonight.
Cameron Corson.
One out, runner at first. Lays down the bunt to the third baseman. Throws it over, records the out, but puts the runner in scoring position. With our leadoff man coming up. Laid down the perfect bunt. The only problem is we got 2 outs, but we do have a runner in scoring position now. Our leadoff man, number 13, Thornberry at the plate. Byron Connell on deck. See what Coach Sharp pulls up.
Now batting number 13, Cam Thornberry.
Pitcher taking a little bit too much time. Batter calls time.
Speaker.
Time again. I tell you, the pitcher keeps looking back at that runner like that runner, going somewhere or something. But, boy, he keeps staring him down. And pinch runner's just got him off kilter just a little bit. Oh, and a big swing. No, that was a foul ball. Got to go back. I saw him earlier. I hadn't seen him in a little while there. Popped him up. Drifting back. Center fielder calls him off. Comes in, makes the catch for the third and final out of the 4th inning. And that will bring us to the top of the 5th. That seemed like that was a long inning. And so because of the length of that inning, what we're going to do is pause for a moment and hear a word from our sponsors.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by the J. Shaw Company. Through Auto Owners Insurance, they offer life, home, auto, and business insurance. Give them a call at 229-482-3505. And by Faircloth Sun and Electric. They offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrician services. Give them a call at 229-356-2892. It is the, top of the fifth?
It is the top of the fifth. And so with that being said, we'll be starting off here in just a moment. Looks like our defense is staying just like it was.
Clinch County is 6.
Strike called on the first pitch.
Lanier is 2.
Clinch County Panthers, number 11, Josh Piegler.
Back clearing the stands there. Foul ball. Foul back behind the plate. And that kind of cleared everybody out of the seats there. We are just been honored here. Coach Detter just came up and joined us here in the press box. Just a moment. That's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, Coach, what's going on, man?
Oh, glad to be here. Hope the weather holds out here and we can get down to the end of this game and fight our way back into it.
Pop fly. Jackson Cooks calling everybody off. Second baseman closes the glove, records the first out. Yeah, I tell you what, that's what we've been watching. It looked like the weather was coming this way, and it just kind of started drifting north a little bit. And we were making fun of Jeremy's phone. It was saying it's going to be here in 46 minutes, and about 20 minutes later, it was about 40 minutes. Then about 20 minutes later, it was 81 minutes. I'm like, man, you just put that phone down. I don't think we're going to get very far on it. Evans looks in for the sign. Foul ball. Well, Coach, tell me what's going on, man. You know, I know y'all working a lot. I've been watching a lot on the social media about your young men. We were talking a little bit earlier about some of these guys playing football, but I know y'all are really working out hard in the weight room and some speed and agility. So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, we are right in the thick of the off season right now. We've got between the 3 or 4 strength and conditioning classes during the day, about 20 to 25 kids in each one, and then we've got the track team coming in after school, and we're in the weight room with them, and then on the track, and we've got between middle school and high school, we've got about 50 kids out. We've been really getting after it with them, and so even some of these baseball players, most of these baseball players are in one of our strength and conditioning classes, so in season when they're not on game day, they're getting a good lift in too. So it's been good. The kids are getting a lot stronger. Their totals are going up, and they're working really hard and buying into the program. And what we're asking them.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about here just a moment ago. There's another pop fly out there to right field. Has he got all of it? No, and it hits the fence. Cameron Corson comes up with it, throws it in, but it's going to be a stand-up double. And so he just about took it out of here, and that goes back to that weight room right there. We call that WTP, morning track power.
That's
but,
right.
Yeah, we were just talking about that a little while ago, how you coaches have really got these young men buying into the program, and it seems like there's some excitement and some hard work and working hard in that weight room and eating better. I've been seeing a lot of these kids been talking about the nutrition program, and all of those things are part of this whole program.
Well, it is. It's definitely, you know, a lot of angles we're trying to hit it at, and we're blessed that the community has supported us and with the nutrition program, and you can see the kids, you know, back in football season. they didn't lose weight. We didn't have any kids losing weight. We had some putting on pounds, and they certainly have during this off season and even through the track season and the running schedule that we put them on. So having a nutrition program is huge for us, and we'll see the benefits continue in that aspect. But as you said, in this day and age, if you're going to be competitive in most athletics, you've got to have a strong strength and conditioning program.
You do. I know that. Let me catch that real quick. Still got 2 outs. Got 1 ball. It's a pass ball. Runner moved over to third base. And so I know that, growing up watching Noah grow up and play ball and stuff and foul ball. Of course, he attended Lowndes his freshman year, but then we moved down to Jacksonville. And I was having a conversation with someone today. There's so many facilities that these young men are going to, these Sander League training companies and all these speed. There's so many things that they have, access to where Lanier County don't. And so for y'all to come in here with your program and your staff and to get these young men buying into it, because they're not going to be able to go down the road like these kids in these big cities, and we just don't have it here. And be able to get them to say, hey, I see the need for this, and not be complacent. And I think that's what I've seen over the years is, well, we've always lost. We've always done it this way. You start getting these young men to buy into it and seeing the need for them to have a good nutrition program. Oh, there's another pass ball. That might be a run scored, and it will be. Oh. And
he scored a run, but he paid for it.
Yeah, he paid for it. He come in strutting, but he got that one in the – that was a 9-hole hitter there. He had a very good night, and I tell you, he took that one on the chest there. So he had a pretty little tough pitch there. That did clear the bases, so we got 3 balls and 2 strikes for 2 outs. Got a pitch hitter up. But, yeah, I mean, getting these kids to see the need for it, I think, is one of the biggest things.
Yeah, and, I can say this too. These being obviously a football coach for the last 20 years and strength and conditioning for just about every one of those years too. One of the most rewarding and exciting things is to see the light bulb go off in the kids' head when they start. Their chest is poking out a little farther, their shoulders are stretched out a little farther, and they kind of walk the halls a little bit differently.
Oh, absolutely,
and when they start feeling it a little bit, and then they start to realize that where it pays off for them. And,
well, everybody wants to wear the jersey. Everybody wants to wear the jersey. They don't like to pay the price for it. And, what y'all have, 15, 16 freshmen last year? How many freshmen did y'all have?
I would say it was probably right about that. I mean, I can tell you at the last 4 games of the season, we started 6 freshmen on defense and 5 on offense.
Well,
so
we're sitting here, we're playing Clinch County tonight, and, I mean, you go back to football program, and you've got, 15, 16 of those boys playing. You got kids out there 14, 15 years old going against a Tresman Marshall from Clinch County who's, a D1 prospect, committed to Georgia. And, you got these 140-pound freshmen that's 14 years old going against a grown man.
No doubt.
And it don't take you long to get hit by somebody like that in our region to sit there and go, you know what? I need to put on a little weight and a little muscle.
That's right. Well, and the goal is for us to have those Tresman Marshalls walking our halls before it's all said and done.
And you have that capability with the group that you have in here now. There's some great athletes, some great parents, and with your staff that y'all put together, I tell you, I hear nothing but positive things from our community and from the kids. I do a lot with these young men and these young ladies in our programs, and they're excited. They're already looking at that future, and they know it's going to, it doesn't come overnight. And so we've had some good athletes to come out of here, but we want to see groups of athletes come out. And that's what's, 1 or 2 guys ain't going to make a difference, but you start getting that whole program changed, and that will definitely make a difference.
Sure. Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate hearing that too, and a lot of hard work goes into it, but like I said, it's for the kids and for this community and this program, and we love doing it. And I'll tell you, I don't know if you knew or a lot of people out there knew, but we took a group of 18 kids, majority of them football players, down to Live Oak last Friday night.
Yeah, I saw that on the social media, yeah.
Yeah, they have a big weightlifting is a competitive sport in the spring in the state of Florida, and I coached it for a long time and been taking them to this tournament, and they had a tournament there at Live Oak, or Swanee High School, with 21 other high school teams there competing in bench and clean and jerk.
That rain did come.
The rain did come.
I see everybody scurrying. I didn't know what happened, but the rain came.
I just lost a bet with my wife. But anyway, our kids went down there and competed against these other teams from Florida and did really well. Really impressed with how they did. We had a couple place in the top 10, and most of them were placing in the top 15 for the first time out in that type of competition. as we kind of said, it was a stressful environment, and that's kind of the more experiences we can give these kids in stressful environments in the athletic, realm, the better they'll be prepared for the fall. And
learning how to overcome those things and fight through them and take the good with the bad. And so did y'all go to Waycross?
We went to Waycross with the middle school on Wednesday and ran against.
Did y'all go to ATCO as well?
With varsity to ATCO on Tuesday and middle school to Waycross.
Yeah, go right through there in that corner and climb up the stairs. They're going up the stairs, Mr. Sermon, something. Hey, those stairs, girls, those stairs go straight up. Y'all be careful, okay? But
we went to Waycross with the middle school on Wednesday and up to ATCO and ran against Clinch and Irwin and ATCO on Tuesday with the varsity. And really proud of how our boys competed and girls competed. We got second as a team up at ATCO. We came second to ATCO and beat Irwin and Clinch. And any chance we get to do that and anything, we always enjoy that. And then we went over to Waycross and ran against 7 other middle schools from the Waycross, Wayne County,
and those are some big schools too, and it gives them exposure. But I tell you, I think the key word that you used in there was compete. And I think that's what these kids needed. They just need to learn how to compete. Because a lot of times, even in a game like this, you're down 7-2 against your rival, it's easy to drop your shoulders and just stop. Know, and I've seen it over and over and over in this community where the little things are starting to change now where these young men and young ladies are a little bit different, where I'm not dropping my shoulders. And I've always said one of the problems we have is pride, that, you got to have that pride about our community, and we want to win. And this group coming in is having a little bit more pride. And when you're taking them over there and they're competing against these bigger schools and these bigger programs, and again, it's just another opportunity to compete, win or lose. I mean, you got the guy here at the plate, Rashad Brockington, and I mean, he's such a great athlete, and he plays about everything. And you continue to work with him, and I mean, he could be that guy.
Absolutely.
And so I know he stepped in the year my son, his senior year, he got his knee blown out, and Rashad stepped in and did some phenomenal things his freshman year.
Well, and I think with this baseball program too.
Because now Coach Sharp works with y'all too, don't he?
Yeah, Coach Sharp's our offensive coordinator for football, and Coach Sharp's got a weightlifting background as well. He certainly believes in the strength and conditioning program, and he's got a lot of these boys here in class, and they're working hard too. But he's got a lot of young kids out here on this team, and the same thing that we've been preaching to football as we've been preaching to baseball too is you guys buy into the strength and conditioning program. You come out here and step up to the plate as a junior or senior, or you run out on that diamond, and you're going to be physically a whole lot different and a whole lot more advanced than some of your competition.
It's funny that you said that because, of course, my little girl plays on the soccer team, and Coach McCall was out here the other day, and that's the same way he's preaching. You got to work out. You got to work out. You got to work out. And now my little girl ain't going to work out. She's very content just to be on the team, and if somebody needs a breather, I'll go in and come off, And she had to play a whole game the other day, and she's one who's never done any athletics. She's my academic, not my athletic, but she wanted to be on the very first soccer team, and the girls talked her into being on it and playing golf. But it was funny, we were talking the other day, and that's what Coach McCall was preaching to them. He said, y'all got to get in the weight room, girls. You want to be able to get in there and fight with them, you got to work out. And so, that's the same thing with the whole program. It's going to just surround that, and it's going to make it better and better and better.
Well, if you don't mind, I want to give a little shout-out to Lanier McCurdy and Georgia Farm Bureau. They just donated some signs for us in the weight room.
Oh, really?
Just some motivational things. We got some quote signs that we wanted up there, but we got some record board signs and some.
Hang on 1 second.
Yep, big hit.
Big hit there to left field, and Air, he dropped the ball. That's going to load the bases with 1 out. And that was a big hit there. I thought he got under it, and he had his glove turned down, and the ball came right out from under it.
Well, just like you were talking about, hanging in there and staying with it. And we're down 7-2, but 1 out and bases loaded, we could be right back in this thing in a hit.
Yeah. So you got some motivational signs and things like that put up. And
so thanks to Georgia Farm Bureau and Lanier McCurdy brought in some signs, and the kids are super excited about it because one of the big signs there was a record board or kind of a current, I guess I should say current top bench, top squat, top power clean. And for the boys and the girls, so it's something that all the athletics at Lanier
it's
County
funny
High School
that
take some pride in.
That when Noah was at Lowndes and at Fleming Island, that was a big thing. And when he moved here, you know, your predecessor, Coach Parker, they didn't like that. You know, it wasn't about. It was always about team. It wasn't about individual. And I understand that concept, but at the same time, there's not a kid in this high school that don't want to be the top.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and you know, I want to be the top dog. And I mean, it's one of those things that I, you know, even in those conversations to Noah, that it's all about.
Score one.
We might be able to score one on that. Oh, and he held him up. That's probably a good move, everybody.
Yeah.
Coach. That's a strong arm there. It wasn't quite deep enough, but that's going to bring Faircloth up. But, you know, it's one of those things, these kids, and me and Carl, we talked a lot about that, but it's one of those things where, man, there's not a kid that don't want to be the top dog, and that motivates them a lot of time. I want to be on that board, you know. And when your name's not on that board, you know, it could be that motivation to get it there.
Well, and in this day and age, too, you know, your kids got so many other things they could be involved in and doing or not doing. And so anything to encourage them to put out their best effort, especially when they're off or out of season, I think is always a positive.
Ooh,
there's a shot.
Is it gonna drop?
It's gonna drop.
It's gonna drop. It's gonna take two runs. Is gonna score. Go back to third. Safe. And goes over to second. Big shot by Jacob Faircloth right there. A young man. Had to put two more on the board, chipping away at that lead. 7-4, Clinch County.
That's one of those young freshmen there.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I did some coaching with him when he was coming up and playing middle school, and he's such a good athlete. He's smart. He studies the game, whether it's baseball. He pitched a game over in Charlton County Tuesday night, one of the best games I've seen a Lanier County player play in a long time. I think he ended up going 10 innings or something like. I can't remember if it was 10 or 11, but I mean, I think he threw 110 pitches.
Yeah.
Through his limit, and man, I tell you what, he talking about Jacob Faircloth over at he threw 11 innings, and it was just a great performance and from a young man. But there again, you need to put him in that situation. Charlton County, that's a region game. It's a big game. They're a great program. And you want those young men to get in that program, you know, to fight and walk away. I was going to say, though, I also appreciate your social media, your call-outs, you know. I mean, because we don't, you know, as parents and community, we don't get to go in your locker room and see your boards and things. But I tell you, when you do these competitions or you give some shout-outs or video, you know, anytime I see them, I was talking to Nias Dean and Isaiah George and stuff and, you know, bragging on them, you know. And when I see these numbers that you put on your Twitter feed or whatever, and it's like, hey, you know, I'm proud of you kids. You know, you keep it up, you know, your 300 club or whatever it is, you know, and giving us as a community a chance to see what they're doing so that we can brag on them. Because, man, these kids, a lot of them don't get it at home. You know, they're, you know, trust me, you know, I work with a lot of those kids.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, a lot of them parents are dead or in prison or whatever. And, you know, they get in trouble a lot and they get everything that they do is wrong. But just to be elevated and give some admiration to, and, hey, somebody's proud of me. And that makes a huge difference. And so we appreciate all of those notifications to let us know what's going on because – and it's I understand it's bragging, but it's more than that. You know, you know, it gives us a chance to see what's going on and so that we can let those boys know how proud we are of them.
Well, and it helps, too, the kids. You know, sometimes they don't realize what a big deal some of the things are that they do.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they think some of the things they do are a big deal and when they really aren't. But there are some things that, you know, are a big deal. And, you know, when they hit some of those milestones in the weight room or if they, you know, got straight A's or make honor roll or whatever, that's a big deal. And in this, you know, it's a competitive environment. A lot of these kids want to go play at the next level, whether it be a NAI school or Division I like they see on Saturdays. You know, they gotta be the total package, academically, physically,
Absolutely.
you know, and skill wise. And so, you know, they're on the right track, and that's what we're excited about. I can tell you, and they're working hard and
hard work pays off.
That's
it
right.
Will somehow or somehow, you know. And
well, you were just talking about Jacob Faircloth. I mean, I'll tell you what, he went through a situation like that last week at Charlton and stuck it in there. And certainly when he's a junior and he's got another 2 seasons behind him, I mean, that'll pay off big time.
Absolutely. Those makes that's what makes the man right there, you know.
Right.
And even though he walked away and he lost the game, you know, first thing I saw him, I said, man, I didn't get to go to the game, but I actually watched the broadcast and talking back and forth to Jeremy and Keith Newburn and all, and I watched him. That's the first thing I want to do was see him and say, man, that's competing right there.
That's right.
You know, I mean, you're a young man against. I mean, there's some top guys, you know, over there, and Trevor Knowles. You know, I mean, good night. He's going to end up probably being University of Georgia. I mean, he's a D1 kind of kid, and you know, you're going against the kids, and that's going to make you a better player in the end.
Absolutely.
And when you do win, you know, that's just one more notch. You're like, I can beat him, you know. And you make a tackle. Yeah, I can beat this guy, you know. He might beat me now, but I'll get my turn. And so that makes the big difference. But we do appreciate what you're doing, Coach. I appreciate you coming over and talking to us a little bit and kind of sharing with this program, because we just want you to know that we are proud of you. I don't get to talk to the coaches very much, and sometimes we see our school board out here and our teachers, and I want to try to give them a shout-out because that's what's going to make our community good. We got a big strikeout there to end the inning. But we do appreciate it, Coach.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate
enjoy the rest of the game.
We appreciate the coverage the Lanier County Network does for all our sports and other activities. So thank you all very much.
Well, we're going to keep doing it as long as Jeremy let us. And so, but maybe we got a couple innings here, maybe, or at least two more innings, and we'll be able to catch up on this. Appreciate it, Coach. Make sure y'all let our coaches know how much you appreciate all the hard work they do, and we appreciate him stepping in here and talking to us a little bit. I didn't say a lot about the game. They could watch it on the screen there. So
that's right. Right. The score and everything. You know what they call that thing? The thing across the bottom of the screen. You know what they call that?
What?
The official name for it is a score bug.
Score bug?
Yep.
That sounds something that's kind of scary.
All right, let's go to break.
All right, we'll take a moment to hear a word from our sponsors.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
And we are back. It did rain just enough to scatter everybody. That's right.
It didn't even
we
rain
had
enough
people standing here under the canopy. And
it didn't even rain enough to wet the concrete, but it scattered the stands just enough to everybody just kind of came back now and got back in their place. Here we are in the top of the sixth inning. We're going to change pitchers. Byron Connell, number 4 from center field, is now taking the mound. And we kind of cut into that lead a little bit. We kind of had a little interview there with Coach Detter, and we appreciate the hard work he's doing. He's here supporting those boys, but just getting a chance to talk to him about our football program and the weight program. But while we were in that little interview, our Lanier County boys kind of chipped away a little bit, 7-4. So it's not out of reach, Jeremy. We still got a chance if we can kind of continue to hold them here, chip away at the bottom of the 6th, the bottom of the 7th. Everything will be great. Let's see if Byron can find the strike zone here. Defense can play. Hits out to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it over. Good stretch there by the first baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out. We'll take that all day long. I know Byron Connell likes that. To step into the game, throws the pitch, and gets an out. That always makes you feel good. Number 5, Duncan Lutz is up. And Duncan has really been hitting the ball hard tonight. I believe he's been on base every time he's been up tonight. He's hit it really hard. We're playing him straight away. Outside, ball 1.
Is it just me or these headphones feel like they're falling off? I keep having to adjust them.
I couldn't tell you. Ball outside. Two balls, 3 balls, no strikes. Kind of, Duncan's been hitting the ball hard tonight. It looks like we're kind of pitching around him just a little bit. Maybe throw a strike here. Nope, outside. Are you going to put him on?
This is not what we meant by catch up.
Well, 1 pitch, 1 out, 4 pitches and a walk. So, it goes that way sometimes. That's the craziest thing about baseball. Big hit. Up, and it's going to drop in front of the center field. Rashad didn't have a chance at it. Big hit there. So we have 1 pitch, 1 out, 4 pitches and a walk, a pitch and a hit. And so, I mean, we.
And runners on first and second.
Yep.
Now batting number 3, Kyle Hendricks.
Byron looks in, gets the call. Big curveball for a strike.
Going to take a seat again, huh?
Yeah, my legs are killing me.
It might be a little wet right there, so because it was out there on the edge of the.
It didn't rain enough to do that. No balls, 1 strike. Foul back. Foul back to the screen. Still runners at first and second, now with 2 strikes.
So far, that thing we talked about earlier during the break about the Clinch Jackson game, remember that? So far, I haven't seen that here, so.
Ooh! And an error by Evan Culpepper. Evan just couldn't stay on. It was a hard hit ball to third baseman. Evan Culpepper just could not stay down on it hard enough. Ball flopped out of his glove.
Coach is walking over for some reason. No, now he's going to stop.
Now batting
He just
7,
encouraging his batter. Jalen Griffiths at the plate. Bases loaded. 1 out. Be a great opportunity for us to turn 2. Uh-oh. Big hit. That's probably going to allow 1 run to score. Throws down to third, and he gets him.
No, they didn't call it.
What?
They didn't call it.
Tag him?
The umpires didn't say he was out. He's still over there, so.
Evan must have known he ain't fighting or nothing, so I thought Evan swung around and tagged him. 2 outs. Run did score. Going to bring us up. Clinch County 8, Lanier County Bulldogs 4. Got a runner at first and a runner at third.
Now batting number 11, Josh Pigler.
Josh Pigler batting. Throw over to third. Testing to see if he left early. The umpire says he's safe. Byron Connell steps off the mound. Having a conversation with something about somebody. Throws it to second.
Clinch spectators over here are getting a little irritated, yelling out, play ball.
And the coaches are just making sure that the bases were touched. Roller over to shortstop. Picks it up, throws it over. Got him. Ends the inning. It sounds like the Clinch County was not happy about that call.
It does sound that way.
But at this point, I don't care. Vander Ray and Jacqueline walking up here. They didn't have no soccer game today. Mr. Josh, how you doing? What you got? Flavored twist, honey barbecue. You can't take your girlfriend out to get something better than eat that?
Oh, yeah, I will after this.
This is just a snack, huh? I got you.
It is the bottom of the 6th now, correct?
Bottom of the 6th.
8-4.
8-4. We lost a run on that one, so we was chipping away at it. Now we got to chip some more. Still got 2 innings. Got the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 7th. I do have a new pitcher in there, so you never know what might happen. If our boys, Cameron Corson's going to be at plate.
So a game not Thursday. A game well, there might be one Thursday. A game Tuesday, Atchison County. Let me pull it up real quick while we're waiting. Huh. It rained in 21 minutes.
If it's pouring down rain, you're gonna be picking all this stuff up by yourself. I know how slow you are.
Baseball at Atchison, 6 p.m. Tuesday. Baseball versus Turner, a home game, 6 p.m. Friday next week.
And that's going to be one of those games that should be a good game. Getting real close now to our spring break, so it won't be long for
spring break is April 1st.
April 1st.
Through
got about 2 weeks. And
the 7th. I guess that's a Sunday, actually. But
something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like Brian's up there banging around.
All right, Clinch County is
They're going to have to move.
Hey, Josh. Jacqueline and Josh. All right, right there's the camera.
You're in the camera right here.
The sixth inning, number 1, Cameron Corson.
And there's a wild pitch to start off the inning. Threw that in the dirt about 3 foot before it hit the home plate. Do 3 more just like it. Go ahead and walk off the lead. Walk Cameron to lead off.
Savannah's got her head in the way.
Savannah. Go ahead. Unless you want everybody in the world to see it. I mean, you can leave it there.
Okay.
You're supposed to leave it there and let everybody see it. Where are you going?
2 strikes, 1 ball. I said that backwards. It's actually 1 ball, 2 strikes. But
1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Down by 4. Ball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cameron playing right field tonight. Moved down in the order tonight. Foul back to the mound. Foul back to the fence.
Backstop. Isn't it a backstop? Isn't that what they call it?
Fence. Ball low and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The kid's got some velocity, but he doesn't have a lot of control right now. Let's see if Cameron can be patient here, make sure he gets his pitch. I know they're not wanting to walk the leadoff man here up by 4, so they should be giving him a pretty good pitch to hit. Oh, and head high. Going to put our leadoff man on first base. Cameron runs down there with some aggression. Great patience. That's going to bring off our leadoff man. Thornberry tonight.
13 for the Bulldogs, Cam Thornberry.
Cam at the plate. Be a little patient up there. Pitcher struggling a little bit, so now's the time to be patient. Throws it inside. Nope, called a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
If you listen real closely, you can hear that umpire yell out, strike. He don't do it for balls.
Well, I'm already about deaf, so with these headphones on and us talking, I can't hear anything. Outside. That pole right here, I'm this way right here all day. I'm back and forth around that pole.
Well, the cord's long enough. You can move a little bit farther over that way.
I know. Cameron Corson takes off. Uh-oh, it's going to be close. He got him. That's going to be an out. Big, strong throw there by the catcher. Right on the money. Cameron got just a little bit of a late jump. Got thrown out at second base. Well, we needed that run. When we needed that. And
was that a ball or a strike?
I don't know.
I ain't got instant replay, so.
I was watching the catcher throw it down to second base, so I wasn't even paying.
Yeah, I was too. That's why I don't know.
I guess it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what it was before. I'll tell you, 2 and 1.
2. No, it's 1 and 2.
Okay, 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I smell rain in the air. You smell it?
Oh, back to 1 and 1.
Okay.
Yeah, the umpire just turned around and said 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, low and inside.
I'm not quite sure where he came up with that from because it was 1-1 before that pitch and the throw to second. And that had to be a ball or a strike when he threw it.
I have no idea. Ooh, and that's a big strike there. Well, I'm going to tell you, you need to get instant replay on one of these cameras so we can watch it.
The computer does it. I don't have it set up. But it doesn't do it like that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. All I can think about is that slab of ribs. Mr. Lloyd Shaw told me that's waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
My stomach's growling. Oh, and there's a pop fly.
We had that conversation already. I'm gonna come over after you get home, and we're gonna have some ribs.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give you what's left. I'll leave it at that.
The bone and the sauce.
Probably won't be no sauce left. Walked him. Cam looked back like, what happened? Now, if we wouldn't have got that out, we'd have a runner at first and second. But as it is, Cameron Corson got thrown out at second base.
Next for the Bulldogs, number 4, Byron Connell.
Byron Connell steps in. Boy, I tell you, we could use a big hit right here. And I'd love to get 1 or 2 runs back before we get to the 7th inning. There it starts out with a strike. Only in Lanier, brother. Only in Lanier. I ain't going to make no comment. Oh, and there's a pass ball. And he was hit. Hit him on the foot.
So he's going to first, and then
runner goes to second.
Runner goes to second.
Evan Culpepper going to have a chance to redeem himself after that error at third base.
Now they're going to get all together and talk about it.
They're making the decision whether or not just intentionally walk Evan, load the bases. That way you'll have a force. Or do we pitch to him?
Well, there's only 1 out.
Yeah, but if they walk him, that loads the bases, and all you got to do is touch a base then. And it's easy to get a double play. So they're going to pitch to him.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 16,
Evan had a tough
Culpepper.
ball hit at him a while ago, which ended up running, scoring. Well, outside. I bet people listening to this radio program think that I'm drunk or something half the time. All my words run together. And ooh, and a big swing by number 1-6.
I see you've moved back over here, so you're behind that pole again.
I know. It's just, I don't know what it is. It feels weird way over here.
Well, don't stretch the cable too far.
Let me get up here and get in those men's conversation. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Let me go sit down by those radio guys. Sit down and see what they're talking about.
Yeah. Go ahead. Do that. We can tune in the radio and run it through this mixer here.
Foul back.
Then we'll know what they're saying.
You know, I find it interesting that our fans are just kind of lethargic as well. There's not a whole lot of hooping and hollering going on. We're only down by 4. I mean, you got a runner at second and a runner at first. Ooh, huge strikeout.
That thing was low.
I tell you, it was just a curveball across the plate and dropped. And so, I tell you, Rashad Brockington is up the plate, and he had a big hit his last at bat. Maybe he can get a big one here. Now we got 2 outs. The runners will be taking off at the crack of the bat.
Now batting number
got a
25,
good lead.
Rashad Brockington.
Strike 1.
Pulling up the chair again?
I am pulling up a chair again. My feet starting to hurt. Ball outside. Now, if I sit down and they do something, I'll miss it. That's the only thing I don't like about being upstairs, Jeremy, is
You don't like about being upstairs?
I'd rather be upstairs where you can see everything.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to climb the steps. Ooh.
Well, I don't blame you. I climbed up them twice earlier, and I got to climb back up them later to get that other camera that's up there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back down, so.
Ball high.
But the majority of everything is right here.
Yep.
Except the one camera.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners out there.
There's that famous 2-2-2 on the scoreboard out there.
Yep.
Remember that from last year?
And you got 2 runners on the field. Outside, 3-2. Ball out. Pop back.
It went somewhere behind us. I haven't heard it hit, though.
Stepped off the rubber, let the runner back.
He almost acted like he was going to throw it.
Yeah, it was almost a balk, man. And out comes set. Ooh, huge strikeout there by Rashad. That's going to take us to the top of the 7th inning, the last and final inning of this rival game against Clinch County Panthers, who's up over the Lanier County Bulldogs, 8-4. We'll be back in a few moments.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by the J. Shaw Company. Through Auto Owners Insurance, they offer life, home, auto, and business insurance. Give them a call at 229-482-3505. And by Faircloth Sun and Electric. They offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrician services. Give them a call at 229-356-2892. It is the top of the 7th. Clinch County 8, Lanier County 4. Ryan's decided to take a nap back here in his chair.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't take long for me to go to sleep. I am tired. And it was early this morning, and you go wrangle all them youngins at the Youth Impact Center. I'll tell you, that'll wear you out. I don't care who you are. Talking about J. Shaw Company, about 2 weeks ago, we were up in Atlanta, Lanier County leadership, and, of course, Jason now has been promoted to one of our commissioners, state commissioners. And which sadly we lost our House seat. Franklin Patton was defeated by Burchett out of Ware County this past week on the 12th on the runoff election. And we hate that, but Franklin's a great man, and I know he'll continue to do some great things for our community. But Jason, while we were up there in Atlanta, he had set up some things that we can meet. We got to meet the governor and get our picture taken with him. Got to meet all the commissioners. Got to meet the one of the senators, a host of the other commissioners like DNR and things like this, and a couple of the lobbyists, and we got to go in the House and the Senate side during legislation, and it was really cool. Just spent the whole day up there at the Capitol, but having a hometown guy like Jason who loves this community, who loves a program like Leadership Lanier, to have it set up so that we can go and to really get a feel for the leadership of our state. It was so nice. And so Jason, of course, his family loves this community, and they've done so much for Lanier County, and we appreciate them. So we're grateful that the J. Shaw Company is one of our sponsors. And if you have any insurance needs, I hope that you'll go by and see those individuals. Let them know that you've heard it here on the LCN TV and how much you appreciate them sponsoring these young men. All right, Jeremy, this is it. This is the last inning.
Rain in 8 minutes.
Well.
And then the other one's telling me 20 minutes.
I don't think it's going to. It seems like it's.
Sure about that?
Well, I tell you what, you're going to be taking everything down in the rain. But I wish there was something you could do ahead of time. But boy, it looks like it's going to be right on top of us by the time we get ready.
Yeah.
Start taking everything down.
It's over in about 75 right now. Maybe a little bit west of 75. I missed the count on that. I don't know what it is.
That was a ball way outside.
2-0. Too busy looking at the radar.
Big strike. You know, I'm afraid that's going to get here just about the time we start taking down.
Well, this can stay here until we put everything else away, and then I can push the wagon in there and take this down, and then.
The bad thing about, I hate putting your tin up wet, and that's what's going to
Oh, that won't hurt none. I got to take it back out again Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I may take it back out tomorrow just to take it out.
Yeah, dry it out a little bit. They get in them old bags. It's easy for them to get rotten in a hurry. Big strike there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. But maybe to hold off long enough that we can get everything together and I can get out of here and I can go get me some ribs.
Yeah, and I'll come over and take what's left.
The bones.
Yep.
That was a strike.
I bet they still.
They told him to go down to first base. I guess they gave him a walk on it. I thought that was a strike.
I bet they still taste like ribs, even though it's just a bone. You can lick it and get the flavor off of it.
I'll tell you, Mr. Lloyd Shaw, and he is a tremendous cook. Go over there. He makes the biggest hamburgers of any man I've ever seen. And but they such kind folks. Anytime he's got food left over or prepared, I'm definitely stopping by and getting me some.
Your phone dinging over there?
Yes, Noah. He touching base with me.
Is he out there in his pickup truck behind the fence?
No, I saw him over there close to the dugout, kind of cheering on the boys and talking to Mr. Ralph Berryhill and some others over there in the stands. Big pitch right there. Strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up.
Way around back over here somewhere. I heard it hit, but I didn't see it.
Number 22 had a big hit his last at bat. Actually scored a run, took a ball in the chest.
I just looked over there at the middle school field. The lights are not on over there.
No, it's dark over there.
Really dark.
The dribbler down to second baseman, picks it up, throws it to first, records the out, advances the runner over to second. Record that first out, get it out of the way. That's going to bring their leadoff guy back up to the plate.
Now batting number 13, Lane Palmer.
No, foul ball.
Foul ball.
I did see that one right over there.
Mm-hmm. Back towards the middle school field.
Middle field? Well, actually, it is middle because there's another one on the other side over there.
That's right. Softball field's over there.
And there's another one even. There's a total of 4 fields here. One of them's softball and the other 3 are baseball. Was that a ball and a strike?
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, big strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I've always had the problem of not keeping my eye on the ball as it's coming to me. So I miss it, you know, because when I swing the bat, the ball is just a little bit above it or a little bit below it.
People don't realize baseball is a hard game, you know. I mean, number one, you got to stand there with somebody throwing a ball at you. A big strike out there by Byron Cornell. The leadoff man struck out looking.
Now batting number 8 for the Panthers, Warren Stovall.
Warren Stovall, number 8. Two outs, runner at second. We sure don't need no runs to score here. Thought about throwing it down to second. Changed his mind.
Looking at the radar, we are right on the edge.
Oh, my.
Of some green right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Of course, the
yellow behind us.
This measures the weight, the amount of water in the clouds is what this is. So the green is not as much as the yellow.
Ooh, about picked him off. That was a good throw over to second by Byron. Good cover there by Jackson Cook. Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to get wet about the time we start taking this down. You know what we've been saying? We hope that it wouldn't rain so we could get this game in. What we should have been saying is we hope it didn't rain after we took our stuff down. we cut ourselves short just a little bit. It's a good pitch. Call ball. Outside. Yeah, I think we cut ourselves short a little bit. We should have said for it to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, 15 minutes. There's Patches right there.
Yeah, it's all Patches. Talked to him a little earlier. Big pitch for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. And then you go ahead and get out of this inning. Oh, I just feel the rain. It's starting to sprinkle just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it in the lights right there.
It's starting to sprinkle just a little bit. You're going to get wet tonight putting your stuff up.
It's all right. I get wet a lot.
Ball outside. Just a minute. Starting to sprinkle a little bit, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, we are under this canopy, so
yeah.
As long as there ain't no wind, everything's cool.
As long as there ain't no lightning.
Well, yeah, but
ooh,
wind blows rain.
Yeah, 3-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Let's see what's going to happen.
Even though we're under this canopy, if there's a lot of wind, stuff still get wet anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh, when he walks him. Oh. Way outside. So that's going to put runners at first and second with a big hitter coming up, Duncan Luntz. Duncan has really hit the ball hard tonight. I think he walked his last at bat, but has really hit the ball really hard. And so it's going to be a big out right here. If we get it, it's going to be a big one. Good pitch there by Byron. Right on the inside. Patch is going to come over here and get out of the rain.
He's going to stand over behind us, though, so, you know.
I'll be put a set of headphones on you. And he hit Duncan. That's going to load the bases up. Now we got the bases loaded. Starting to rain. Coach Sharp comes out. Wants to talk to his pitcher, maybe make a change.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it now. I take my headphones off and I can hear the rain hitting the awning.
Just little sprinkles.
Yeah, just a little sprinkle. That umpire looked at that ball like, where'd that come from? And he picks it up and puts it in his little pocket.
All right, this game is going on way too long.
Come on now. Them ribs will still be there when you get ready, when you get there now.
He's been texting me when we go to his house to get ribs.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
And then bring him to my house.
Up to bat for the Panthers is number 17, Brent Payson.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ball low. You still single life? Beautiful Miss Libby Shaw walking by the press box here. We were just bragging on your son a moment ago. J. Shaw Company is one of our sponsors. And so we were just bragging on y'all. Appreciate what y'all do to this community. Miss Shaw out here watching these young men. Not only they support our sponsors, there's one down the right field line. Is it going? Nope, it's going to go foul. But Miss Shaw come out here and support these young men. Not only they sponsors, but she comes out and watches the game. Trey Strickland up here. What are you talking about? What lies are you telling? What lies are you telling?
I walked up to school the other night. I was standing there walking up, and Chloe's like, "You never talk to me in school." She's walking in. By the time I'm leaving, I opened the door. I said, "How are you, love?"
You do that anytime you want to. You do that every time. I just saw a little lightning. There's a big hit to the right, to the short. Ooh, good play there by Jackson Cook to cover some ground and make the play. Boy, I thought that was going to get past him, Jeremy. He just saved about 2 runs, maybe even 3, on a hard hit ball to second base. Well, I thought he was telling everybody to go off the field. He was just getting the ball, right?
He said, "You gonna help us tomorrow?" I said,
Did he say, did he get off the field? We got a half an inning left, and he's just going to call the game. Well, Jeremy, I can't stay.
Let's go over these sponsors.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to read this list of sponsors. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Visit their website at fmb.net or give them a call at 229-482-3585. El Carousel Mexican Restaurant. Dine in for lunch or supper or call in your order at 229-482-1122. And the J. Shaw Company. Through our owner's insurance, they offer life, home, auto, and business insurance. Give them a call at 229-482-3505.
We're going to see Mr. Bryan again.
And by Faircloth Sun and Electric, they offer you residential, industrial, and commercial electrician services. Call them at 229-356-2892.
So you going Mexican? What's up, Mr. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Never been better.
I thought he raised the door and that smell. I don't care what you do.
So they were going out just now, and then now they're going back in, it looks like. Did you see that? The other team, Clinch, was going out.
Hey, I saw it was in his front seat yesterday. I watched you hang out with. No, it wasn't a gun. It was a gun, yeah. Yeah. That's blind leading the blind.
Watch the cable.
What are y'all doing? Everybody coming under here like they own the place.
They're going underneath of the. They're going up there for some reason. Who knows why?
Well, Robert Zirkle just came through, and him and Noah were leaving. Robert, he graduated a couple years ago.
There's Coach Ray with the umpire out there on the field.
So this is a stinkeroonie right here. This is not a good opportunity. That's how do we get under the canopy? Just because you got a rain jacket on don't mean you can stand in it. So, now hang on a second. I said the girls could be in here, not you. These boys are all right. You, definitely not.
Did y'all hear a dude talking to him?
Boy.
Oh, there's some people over there, too, where they parked the tractor at.
Yeah, everybody's trying to find that dry spot right now. And so I figured that. So I guess we'll sit here and just take a little rain delay. I guess that's a 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if they're actually going to do that or not. They may decide to just call it game. I mean, I don't know.
No, we'll have to try it one time, I know. And so we'll see what happens here. So we're going to be off there for about 20, 30 minutes here.
Well, we're just going to mute the mic and just leave it going. They can watch the rain on the monitor.
Can you finish this without me?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to get out of here. I
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
That's you got to ask the listeners, the viewers. You're not me.
All right, listeners. I know there's probably nobody listening to me right now, so I know y'all don't care. but Jeremy's going to close it out tonight, and I will try to be back with you at the next home game. And, of course, we hope everybody has a great weekend.
Farmers and Merchants Bank has been helping people with their financial needs for over 100 years. And FMB is right here in Lakeland, Georgia to serve you. Whether you need personal banking with checking and savings accounts, money market and IRAs, or business banking with checking, cash management, and loans, FMB is also your lending solution for both personal and business. Whatever your banking needs, Farmers and Merchants Bank remains committed to be the best of the best. North Carter Street in Lakeland. Go Dogs! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
El Carousel is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carousel on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Faircloth and Sun Electric is your local family electrician. They offer residential, industrial, and commercial electrical services. From preventative maintenance to a whole house wiring setup, they do it all. Give them a call today for all of your electrical needs at 229-356-2892. That's 229-356-2892. 229-356-2892. 229-356-2892.